Alright, we got the welcome y'all. We got the autoracks sitting on the main line at the depot area. And we got a train coming down the side, and it looks like it might be the Abbeville switcher, because it's a locomotive facing south. We're looking at the long hood end coming at us, and he's coming through. I guess he's headed on to Greenwood now. The engineer can't see me because he's on the far side now. I'm on the conductor side, so he's having to tell him I'm up here. I see the conductor. Locomotive number 56. Those all look like grain cars that come out of the grain silo down there. These are granite. Rock and granite. Alright, train headed to Greenwood to the yard. He'll probably bring it back in a little while. Alright. He's sitting there, he doesn't have a crew, he's tied down. I think he's got 6 cars on there. I might go take pictures of it in a little bit. I'm hoping I catch the crew that brings it out. Look, they got an approach signal heading back to us, so something's coming out of Greenwood already cleared up. That's interesting. Got medium approach, so that means something can come from Greenwood and go on that siding. But I can't believe that they could do that to that signal unless, well, I guess they can. And he might have had him where he was set up to back in the yard and set cars out, but he didn't do that. So that is an oddity. You know, that signal would be normally just all stop, but look like he's got cleared up for something, and it's not letting them go out the other end. It's not a green signal. All that means is he could pass this signal and work on that track in there, the siding, and have access to the yard and stuff. And that's probably what he set him up for. All right, thank you. By the way, guys, I forgot, I don't remember whether I said or not, but a red, yellow, red is a medium approach. As proceed, prepare to stop at next signal, not exceeding medium speed. All right, thank you. All right, got medium approach heading southbound. I got a coal train heading southbound, y'all. SCWX cars. He got medium approach down there, so he's got to slow down to 35 to go in the side. I was fixing to upload the last video. I guess I'm going to put them two together. All of a sudden he showed up. I was just getting ready to edit for YouTube. I went through all my edits and I had it loaded up to YouTube. I shut it down, so I'm going to put this one on there with it. Quietly rolling out of Greenwood, he's pulling uphill, y'all. He's been pulling uphill since he went across the bridge about a mile, maybe a mile and a half that way. Downhill, he's going uphill now though. Uphill to Tennessee. Nah, he go about 3 more miles. I think about 3 mile grade uphill. Then he starts down to the next bridge he crosses, next creek crossing. I'm gonna step back even further. Nice, beautiful day today. I was watching John Tube talking about it's 80 degrees up there in Ohio. And we're down here in South Carolina, supposed to be sweating. And it's still cold. It's still cool anyway. I mean, when they blew that jet stream through here 2 weeks ago, it kind of, you know, it brought snow out to Los Angeles, but here we are out here. We still got cool air from it because it blew through here too. It just didn't bring any snow and it didn't bring any tornadoes. But we sure are having beautiful days out here. Yeah. All right, DPU coming up. 3200 ES44AA. Alright, you see that 3200? That's the first one in that number series. So he's the leader of that class. If you seen the 32 whatever, he's gonna be the original one. He's going in the side. I hear him blowing at Red Street. I assume he's at Red Street. He sounds like he's further away. He might be out past the mill. He might be at that Poorhouse Hill crossing out there past the mill. I don't know. Autoracks are still sitting there. I'm glad I haven't wasted my time going up there to wait on a crew. It might be now, or it might be a crew getting ready to go up there. As soon as he goes through, they could get a clear signal out, but I guess he's waiting on a crew, y'all, before he moves. All right, love y'all. God bless you. Bye-bye. Have fun. All right, we got ES44DC. This is on the lead end of the autoracks in Abbeville. I finally decided to get down to the station and film it. I got my van going. Y'all didn't know it, but it's been broke for 3 days. Got what I call bell-bottom trucks. They're not radials or nothing. Danger high voltage, that's your dynamic brakes. You don't want to be sticking your fingers in there. Both of those are dynamic brakes. That's the vent for the engine room. And also that's where the air comes in to be blown down into the traction motors on the trucks. You got 3 boots that come down there to bring air out of the mama's locomotive and cool the motors off. Add your air and just blow out some moisture. I don't know what all that stuff does, to be honest with you. I don't know whether that's filtering oil or cleaning the air before it goes through the air compressor. Back there's your radiator. And you hear this engine, it's running. 5368 right there shut down. So you only need one locomotive to make the air, and whoever's got the lowest or the highest setting to make that the air comes on at, will be the one that starts up first. In other words, if the air doesn't drop down low enough, it won't crank this one up, but this one came on first. So whoever's got the highest setting as far as when it comes on. Hear the air compressor? That's why that engine keeps idling. They got major air leak here or something. I don't know where it is, but I mean, usually it'll pump up and then shut off. And this locomotive keeps having to crank up, so it just stays running. I mean, it keeps having to run the air compressor, so it just keeps idling. All right, we got 6 cars on there. I can't see the signals that well from where I'm at. This train's got them blocked, so I don't know when another train's going to come down. I'm going to walk down to the bottom end, but I'm not going to film all that walking. I'll get back in touch with you when I get to the bottom end. I'm going down there to check the signal and do a close-up check on the Freddy. All right, thank you. All right, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, I do have women watching. Ladies and gentlemen, as an EOT, what is an EOT? As an end of train device. And I don't know if you hear it making a hissing sound, a squeaky buzzing or whatever it is. I'll try and get closer so maybe you can hear it. That is because air is going through that pipe into this, and it leaks out enough to spin the little generator to charge the battery up on it. So this one is a battery charged EOT. And what the EOT does, you see the antenna on the top, it talks to the engine. It tells the engine what the brake pressure is on the back of the train. And if they ever have a problem where they got to set the train in emergency, he can release all the air from the back end, and that will help him do a stop better because he's not releasing it from the front and everything's piling up on the front. It's actually being released from the back, and so it's stretching this train. It's not trying to compact it together. All right, thank y'all. Looks like that latch isn't quite put on good, and that door is not held down good. Well, it is. It's in there, but it seems like it would be held in tighter, but I guess it is. That's just rubber sticking out, so it makes it look like that door's not sealed up tight, but it is. All right, y'all. So we're at the end of it. Autorack train. That's it. Got 6 cars sitting here and 2 locomotives tied down. They're waiting on the crew. As soon as they get a crew, they head out going to Atlanta. All right, thank y'all. Sorry about my fingers up there. Like I said, I don't see them because my hand's in the way. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a red over yellow over red. That is what you call a medium approach. That means he could go through the switch. He's lying for the siding. He'll be going 35 miles an hour down through the siding, but he's got to be ready to stop at the south end down there because he's going to have a red signal be the next one he's got. So we got a train cleared to come out of Greenwood. I haven't seen him yet. I'm going to go down there and try to catch him when he comes through. All right, thank y'all. I just heard a horn blowing. I don't know whether it's the one on Secession or the one down below the shirt plant. But we got a train coming out of Greenwood. He's got a medium approach, so that means that he's gonna stop. This might be the Abbeville switcher, as I don't know any other reason for anybody to stop. They're not gonna make a pass here. If anything's going to get through Abbeville, this train's got to get out of the way, so that's what makes me think it might be the Abbeville switcher. Because he's got medium approach, which is medium speed, till he gets to the next signal, and then he has to stop. So I don't know what we got, guys. It's going to be a show no matter what. And then again, he could have cleared the signal up since I walked away from it. I don't have my eyes on it, but it's been an approach signal since the Abbeville switcher left. I got that in the video after the Abbeville switcher went to Greenwood. I think it's a little bit early for the Abbeville switcher to be coming back. It has been a couple of hours, but he can take some time over there in Greenwood. All right, he's coming up. Medium speed. He's got to go medium through the switch. They did have a 10-mile-an-hour switch there, but they upgraded it to 35, so it did the same speed through the switch as it does the side. It did seem kind of funny. You got 45 miles on the main line, and you got 35 miles on the side, but you had to go 10 through the switch, which means you had to get the whole train through the switch before you could get it up to track speed. Number 56. This the Abbeville switcher. We got grain cars that could be working down and go to Elberton. He's probably up there talking to us. Oh, we got leakage on this one. This one's leaking. Got a hole in the bottom of it, so they didn't get a full load. They're going to see it sitting on the track there. ADM, Arthur Daniel Midland Corporation. Somehow they got Union Pacific in this batch. GACX. Central Soya. Got two of them. They're just not advertising on this one. They got it in code up there. CSYX. See that one? CSYX. Central Soya. All right, here's a granite cars. And I don't know what we got going on down there. All right, we got some plastic cars for Prismian. That's plastic granules for the insulation on the cables that they make. That's what that big tower is out there. They hang wire down from it so it doesn't sag in the insulation, because the insulation be soft and warm, and the wire will, if they run it across, the wire will sag into the insulation. All right, they're stopping so they can line the switch to go in the yard. I don't know what these are. They're going to be repaired someplace. I had to ask somebody about that. I think that might be that old sawmill down in Elberton where they're cleaning out cars. Maybe TTX are sending stuff to them so they can fix it. Alright, those, see the round pipes on them? That's so they can hook pipes up to them. They suck the plastic out of these cars. But those aren't piggyback cars. One of them looks like it might be, but the first two are just flatbed cars. I don't know what the deal was with them. I don't know what they carry on them, but maybe that's what they're going to do. But they got, see the little green car? That's for repair. So they're sending these someplace for repair. Maybe it's going down to, I don't know, it's got it on the Abbeville switcher. Said home shop for repair, do not load. I don't know, are they going to try to fix them over here, or do we got industry where they fix them at and I don't know about it? But I can see 3 of them and they all got the home shop for repair card on them. Slack action, y'all. For restricted loading, so I don't know what it was. They would load something on there, but those cars were set up for one thing in particular, and it wasn't for auto racks. It's not for piggyback. It is a TTX car, TTXX. If you look that up, it might tell you what it is. BSMH12 PLN RID. I think that's going to be the name of the car, the manufacturer or something. PSH20M, home shop for repair. PH201, ITTX, it's still a TTX car, but if you look up ITTX and the number, it ought to identify what the use of the car is. Well, we see what they're using them for. I don't know where that came from. Must have had bad set trucks or something. They took the trucks off of it and loaded it on a car. Evidently, they weren't capable of getting it rolling or whatever. Maybe it's because it doesn't have draw heads on it. I don't know. Interesting load. All right. Thank y'all for watching, and God bless you, and I hope you have a good day. And if you look down there straight ahead, we got a taxi, so that means this train is fixing to leave. I'm going to go down there. Oh, no, that's the taxi for the Abbeville switcher. He's going to pick up the conductor. I don't know if you can see him, but they're pulling it all in the yard. When he gets down there, the conductor's going to wind the switch back and install the derail on the yard track. And then they'll get in that taxi and they'll go up to Red Street and they'll pick the engineer up who's at the head of the train. All right, well, I'm going to ride down there and see if I can run my nose around in any more business. All right, hold on, y'all. He's down there winding the track back. Looks like he's on the derail. And we do have a crew on this train here, so it will be leaving. So we'll get some action here, y'all. Got a conductor coming in, and the auto racks are going to be pulling out here in a little bit. I can't see the engineer. Looks like somebody's at the back door back there, but I don't see anybody up by the crew. All right, here's our conductor coming in. I'm going to ask him about the TTX cars, like where are they going? If anybody knows, it'd be the conductor on the train that brought them in. All right, I'm going to cut it. He might be embarrassed if I film him. All right, you got his headlights, ditch lights on. I guess he's getting ready to pull. I didn't get to see him. I already loaded up before I got down here. Say hey to me. Boy, those brakes are dragging a little bit. They don't knock off, and they get warm enough, the defect to get them over the hill. All these are empties. Kansas City Southern, Burlington Northern, Santa Fe. Got 2 Union Pacific and a Kansas City National or whatever it is. I thank y'all. We should have, I can't see them all, but everything ought to have red on them. The main line going out, main line coming in, and the side going out, all ought to have red signals on them. He's got to go 10 miles an hour all the way for the next 2 miles till he gets to the south end signal down there. Well, he's got to go through it, but he's got to go 10 miles an hour all the way down through it. And then he's got to go track speed through the switch. Let me find someplace good to stand. It ain't gonna tear my feet up. It is kind of rough on my feet sometimes. Let me blow it up for y'all. Train hadn't just now starting around the corner. About where them cars are on the side and over there on the yard track is about where the other switch would have been. Well, it would have been down closer this way. There'd been another switch coming out going to the left, and that would have paralleled that, and then it swung to the left and headed on down to the Y track, which is out by the roundhouse. So that's what used to be down there, y'all. And I did do a video where I walked in the woods to find the old roundhouse, and I did do a video on that. If y'all go back and look, you can watch it and learn some more about the tracks around here. You hear me talk about Red Street? I got videos at Red Street, so you know what it looks like. I even did one for the south end, but the only way I can get to it is I got to stand on a bridge on a public highway and get the video, so it's not like a place I could sit down there and park. All right, thank y'all. God bless y'all. Hope you enjoyed it. All right, Abbeville switcher is shutting down now. He brought all his cars in and put them on the yard track number 1 over there. You got, before me, you got the main line, you got the passing track, and he's on yard track 1. And this, we're down here where the old railroad yard used to be. I'm standing at the railroad yard now. There's cars he's got to go to Prisman. I hear the horn blowing on the autoracks that pulled out here. They're just over that hill there. They're going uphill and then they'll go downhill, heading to the river down there. I forget what river it is. All right, I didn't make it up here to get the crew, and I didn't find out any information on those cars back there, so I got to do some more research. But I think they're going to that old wood yard over there. It's the only place I know that I've seen them work on cars. I know about them working on cars. All right, Abbeville switcher, thank y'all for joining me. God bless you. Hope you had a good day. All right, bye-bye.